Magandang gabi, Jael and Angeli watching us all the way from Guagua in Pampanga. Sorry, I haven't got electricity there at the moment. Enjoy tonight's program. Officially starting in around about 3 minutes. A very good evening to everyone. This is Mitchell. We're listening to Say More Radio Show here on SWR 99.9 FM. If you are listening from the station, this broadcast was recorded on Sunday the 13th of March on Facebook and YouTube Live, 8 p.m. Brisbane time, Wednesday the 16th of March, midnight. So what we have is a pretty good lineup tonight, actually. It's more of a protest night, though. If you have a look at the song list on the YouTube page or on the Facebook page, Say More Radio SWR 99.9 FM, if you look at the titles, you sort of have an idea of the run of the program. So first off, we will start with Cagayan de Oro City band called Lilith, and the name of the song is Disease. And then a Sydney band by the name of Facing Zero with a track called The Primal Urge. And then an Iligan CT, now based in Sydney, band called Arc, and the name of the track is called Staring at the Fog Mirror. And then we will have the Elocutionist from Brisbane with his track called Ramifications. And then we go to Los Angeles in California. Well, actually, she's in Las Vegas now. A lady by the name of Diane Frank with her song that she put together back in 2014, and that's how relevant it still is today. And then we have a song from Jin G, and she's based in California as well, and she wants us to remember the revolution. And then towards the last three songs will be a reminder just to take everything in stride. We will have Transform MC reminding us to breathe. And then Gathan Graham from Oklahoma telling us that his dad said, it ain't easy, life ain't easy. And then we have Butch Monserrat to remind us of our loved ones. And what we sometimes want to do is follow in our Father's footsteps. This 58-minute program will be presenting original Filipino music from Australia and the rest of the world in Philippine languages in English, Tagalog and Bisaya. Now, all comments and opinions in this program are not necessarily held by the station. We also have a Spotify page. Go to Spotify and search for Say More Radio SWR, that's SWR 99.9 FM, or just look for my name, Mitchell Bedels. Now, you'll wonder why we have Australian music here tonight as well. And I'm talking about the Elocutionist. See, he's practically a Filipino as well. I'll tell you a bit more about him later. Meanwhile, let's have a listen to Disease, and this is by a band called Lilith. So the name of the band should also give you an idea, should start you thinking. Now, I'd like to thank John Paul Gallego Derequito of Eggmen Productions for sending us this track. Lilith is a metalcore band from Cagayan de Oro City, originally formed as a symphonic metal band composed of 4 members, but due to unfortunate circumstances with job conflicts, original members left, and the band decided to change its genre from symphonic metal to hardcore metalcore and continue playing with new members. Now, Lilith is currently composed of Nicole on vocals, McCoy on rhythm guitars, Yoyong on lead guitars, Hubito on bass, and Titing on drums. They already released their first album, Life and Death, with 10 songs back in October 2018. Under the indie label, their own label, and recorded at Fat Sound Recording Studio. Let's have a listen to Lilith with a track called Disease. Here we go. bit of a pull down after that foot stomping track. I actually had both my feet going. You know how in the bass drum set you have two pedals? That's what my foot was doing. Thank you very much, Lilith, for that track. Now, I played that song first off because I wanted everyone to wake up. Not only to wake up as in wake up, but with the things happening around the world, we all need to wake up. My deafy couldn't quite work out the words, but I think the message by the title is we've got a disease happening. A disease that people are polluting our minds, and if we're not awake, we'll very easily going to be overcome. A very good evening to Jael and Angeli, listening all the way from Guagua in Pampanga. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your continued support. Yes, Jael, sometimes it does make you want to swear, but yeah. But can you believe that woman's voice? Now she can actually also sing, not metalcore, if you know what I mean. She actually has a good voice as well. Now, the next track we have for you is by a Sydney band called Facing Zero. Now, again, when you have a look at the band name, what does it mean by when you're facing zero? And the name of the band is Primal Urge. So what do you do when you have a disease? Your primal urge is to get well or to fight whatever disease or whatever's going on in your mind. Facing Zero formed in early 2010, based in Sydney, and they are a hard rock heavy metal band that created a unique style of hard-hitting riff-driven music. I know you're going to like this, Jael. Facing Zero's debut EP, Forsaken, blends a modern heavy metal with an old-school feel and a range of emotive melodic vocals using screams for effect. I call it growling. Yeah. Band members are Nick Love on vocals and guitar, Craig Thompson on guitar, Gavin Stables on bass guitar, and Christian Whitlock on drums. Let's have a listen to Facing Zero with a track called Primal Urge. Here we go.
Hi, this is Nick Love from Facing Zero. You're listening to Say More Radio at SWR 999.
Yeah, the first time I listened to that band, Facing Zero, live a few years back, I think around about 2018, they were a guest performer on on SWR 99.9 FM's annual live radio gig. And I never used to listen to metal or growling, that kind of music anyway. But I think they got me, mainly because they've got the old school feel, like they said. You know, the first few riffs of another song, I think it was this one, Primal Urge, my heart rate went from a resting 70, jumped up to 130. That's how powerful their music is live. Nothing like live music. Thank you once again for that, Facing Zero. And Nick Love, just a reminder, you might be asking that they all look like Aussies, because they are, but they have family members that are Filipinos. So if you want to send your music, if you're an indie artist and you want to send your music, even if you're not Filipino, but have Filipino friends, a Filipino wife or Filipino family, you're welcome to send us your original music. Email it to Say More Radio on SWR. I've got two email addresses. One is saymoreradio@gmail.com and the other one is mitchell.badels on swar99.9.com.au. Anyway, the Gmail address is easier. Make sure that it is of a high quality and radio ready. Now, the next one we have for you is by Chase Calderon. He is from Iligan City. Formerly, he has moved to Sydney. And the band is called Arc. And this is called Staring at the Fogged Mirror. So now when you get a disease, you know what's happening now. There's a disease. Then you get a primal urge to try and protect yourself. But you're looking at smokes and mirrors, just looking and you're staring at the fogged mirror. It's not quite clear what's going on. Now, Arc started back in June 2010. That's how long I've had the music. Now, Chase is a former member of a post-hardcore band named November Carol, along with the bassist who founded Arc. They wanted a new sound. Over the years, they were influenced by British music or Brit rock, Brit pop, or whatever you want to call it. And the bands were Muse, Arctic Monkeys, U2, Two Door Cinema Club, Blur, Oasis, and other bands. They didn't focus on covering songs, but made their own songs. And the present lineup is Frox Leonard, Mike Pacalioga, John Montesilio, and Chase Calderon. Let's have a listen to Arc, Chase Calderon and Arc, with a song called Staring at the Fogged Mirror. There's always a message in any of the music I play here on this program, because we believe that musicians are poets and artists, and we can share what they see that's going on in the world. Here we go. Staring at the Fogged Mirror. Say More Radio, 99.9 FM.
Suppose it keeps playing, let's pretend I'm someone pretty. My natural beauty's erased and I look so shitty. Well, I don't care, cause it's on a high-end camera. The Larry Farty, AK Megalomania. And it had sauna till it angle. The lips again and it looks so small. Well, no offense, but you're doing it for money. Then you don't have to go early. Then someone's gonna use up your body, and that they will get you up so fast. Get you up so fast. Get you up so.
Thank you, Chase, for the track Staring at the Fog Mirror. If you are watching this program live on Facebook or on YouTube, you might wonder why that video was a bit blurred. Well, that's what happens when you're staring at a fog mirror. You can't quite see things clearly. Now, as the story goes, we had disease and then we had a primal urge to protect ourselves, and then you can't really work out how to do it because we're staring at the fog mirror. And there are ramifications when that happens. Now, ramifications to events now when other people are trying to mess you up. That's a nice segue, I thought. Now, the next song is called Ramifications, and the artist is called The Elocutionist, and he is from Brisbane. I met Elocutionist a few years back. Every Christmas break I spent at Gold Coast, we would train NNG Balintawak Arnis, a Filipino martial art. I moved to Brisbane in February last year, 2021. Other than my brother Fritz, the elocutionist was the only one who really went out of his way to help me with my transition from Sydney to Brisbane. And he actually took time and got his ute, and we loaded some stuff that I bought secondhand and took it to my new place here in Brisbane. Now, fast track to 2022, and here we are. Little did I know that not only is he my friend, Dini, a Filipino martial artist, he's also a poet and a musician. Now, he sent me 2 other of his songs, and eventually we will do an interview with him. We're gonna try and see how his mind works music-wise and what his inspirations are with his music. Let's have a listen to his track. This is The Elocutionist with a track called Ramifications. Here we go.
Funky deep horns. I can't hear you. Apartheid is Afrikaans for apartness. The people pushing this shit are controlled by the darkness. No matter what happens, they push on regardless, and everything points that their plan is to harm us, dividing the people into 2 different classes. Society split like a son born a bastard. Ridiculous mandates, nothing but farces. Obedience to lies, it's straight up retarded. No restaurants unless you join in the cult. I won't guinea pig, there's no need to insult. I help build this country, not worship a cult. Ramification, undesired result. You gotta live life like a model for others. These talking heads ain't nothing but muppets. They want us scared, looking out through the shutters. Do your own research, be amazed and discover. Stop, stop. Just shine bright with love, white hot bright with love. Vibrate high above. Stop. Think it through, white hot bright with love. Vibrate high above, just shine bright with love. Stop. Welcome all, vibrate high above. Just shine bright with love, white hot bright with love. Stop. You are sovereign, soar like birds above. Way up high above, like the stars above. Stop. We're gonna dance on, even if we're excluded. You think this is freedom, you're so sick and deluded. Banished from the shout, no longer included. Regurgitating MSM, you're gonna get muted. If we can't eat out, we'll make our own feast. I'm pro-freedom, not worshipping beasts. Lock out society, we'll dance in the streets. Bring a picnic rug, we will dine on concrete. No gigs unless you take part in experiments. Self-hypnosis result is embarrassment. Bureaucracy overreach teamed up with harassment. It's all double speak and it's served up with arrogance. They wanna check my phone before I can enter. Like a yellow star, you've got early onset dementia. Sell to all, secret success of the vendor. Looking to the future, you won't see our surrender. Stop, stop. Just shine bright with love, white hot bright with love. Vibrate high above. Stop. Think it through, white hot bright with love. Vibrate high above, just shine bright with love. Stop. Welcome all, vibrate high above. Just shine bright with love, white hot bright with love. Stop. You are sovereign, soar like birds above. Way up high above, like the stars above. Stop. Say More Radio on SWR 99.9 FM.
Did you get the elocutionist message? Shine bright with love. Just shine bright with love, white hot bright with love, vibrate high above. So you'll notice that we are, the run of the programs now, we're trying to encourage you guys to stay positive regardless of what's going on. Now, coming up next is a track by Diane Frank, and the track is called Tyranny. And it's still going along with the run. It's a follow-up to Dini's song, The Elocutionist. So the Elocutionist was telling us what was happening around the world, and in particular what's happening in here in Brisbane. Now, Diane wrote this track back in 2014. So she wrote this. This was produced by Theta and mixed and mastered at Bluetown Syndicate Music in Los Angeles. Now, a few years back, like I said, approximately back in 2014, when I first heard the enchanting music of Diane. Now, Diane is formerly from Quezon City, where I was born in the Philippines. Now, can you imagine that Diane wrote this back in 2014? And the message is still relevant. So if you think about Philippine history back in 2014, you might have an idea of the rubbish that was going on there. And like I said, Dini wrote from experience, and so did Diane. So she saw Tyranny back in 2014, and we still owe her an interview. We will get to that when we fix up hours. The time zones are different. Let's have a listen to Diane with a track called Tyranny. Here we go. Say More Radio. This is Mitchell, 99.9 FM. Wow. Love it, love it. You know, I'm glad that you've got your power back on there in Pampanga Jail, because you'd have to listen to that track really with your headphones on. And years ago, I always wondered, how come Diane's music really attracts me? It really, I can feel it in my body. And then not probably around a month ago, I realized that her music, her tunes, her vibrations in her music are connected with the seven chakras, at least the seven chakras. It moves up and down and it stays around those. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, Jael, well, looking forward to your new music. I will play Chemotherapy next week. Meanwhile, thank you for joining us, everyone who just joined us. So that was Diane Frank with the song Tyranny. Now, after all that thing, now the disease, we get the primal urge, and then we don't have the full information. We're staring at the fog mirror, and then the elocutionist told us about the ramifications and also told us to keep the love. And Diane was also encouraging us to just keep fighting. Now, after all that, years back when this is all over, we are going to want to remember this revolution, which is the next track by Jin G. And Marjorie Light is a DJ, producer, and vocalist from Los Angeles. DJing and producing since 2003, she is known for her unique take on electronic music, which blends elements of global bass, world music, and hip-hop. Her work's a reflection of the sounds and culture she has been exposed to growing up in Los Angeles, as well as the musical world of her ancestors and beyond. So from the percussive rhythm of instruments such as the Filipino kulintang, kettle drum, and cowbells to synths, turntables, and rapping, she seeks to speak the language of music and poetry and use it to communicate a message of empowerment and celebration. So you'll hear various instruments, Filipino instruments. You'll see that this video was a few years old again, the music, but it doesn't matter. It's the message behind the music. Here we go with Jinji, Remember the Revolution. Thank you, Gene G, for the reminder. Remember the revolution. Now you can't hold me back. Remember the revolution. Thank you. Now we're going to slow down a bit. Right? So that was a very good reminder. So the pace of the music, I tried to sort of make it come down slowly. Electronica towards the end. Now we're going to do a little bit of rapping by Transform MC. And the name of the track is called Breathe, because after all that, we still have to remember that we have to breathe. Now, Transform MC, he's Simon Appleby Acuna. He's a South American, one of my friends he's a Sydney sider as well. He moved to Melbourne. Now, this was performed and written by Transform MC. This is back in 2014. He actually donated this song to be part of the Say More Radio Sendong fundraiser that we did back then. And this was produced by DJ Trip Tricks for West Lab Sound Lyrics. Now, chorus and bridge by Lauren Peterson and Transform MC. Here we go with Transform MC, my friend Simon, with a track called Breathe.
To a clear blue canvas scenes with the olive orange, red and yellow. You resembling teardrops on the tips of the buffalo green. Like beams from the heavens, a spherical miracle warmth of life that helps give life until that life from this life is departed to a place uncharted. But until the time's come calling me, I play my part in the symphony called life. The sound, the dawn is calling, I'm still yawning, putting on my Air Max shoestring, drawing tight, I take flight. My lungs filling up with O2, to the bloodstream it will go to, permeating every single cell from head to toe, expelling CO2 while passing through the foliage, giving thanks as photosynthesis continues to provide that basic fundamental of life. If there is no breath, there is no life. With all the stress and strife in our daily life, get back to the basics and breathe. Get back to the basics and breathe. Clear your mind, clear your soul. Get back to the basics. My notebook turning, inking every thought, observing, learning, yearning for a deeper understanding. Call it higher learning, I desire burning to one day turn a different corner from this constant hyping glare of life. But even through the blindness, I'll never lose my vision. My mission to project my thoughts, articulate through speech. A passion to hold my skills through breath control like meditation, enlightenment I'll reach. That's a plan, but like all things, nothing is ever certain. But keep your positivity and ask yourself this question: what would you be doing if you had your time again? So start pursuing your dreams before the curtain descends and calls you end. Don't only dream, but also act. And when you plan, you must believe through every breath that you inhale, you will achieve and succeed. Just believe. Get back to the basics and breathe. Get back to the basics and breathe. Clear your mind, clear your soul. Get back. Get back to the basics. Get back. Get back to the basics now, baby. Get back. Get back to the basics. Get back. Get back to the basics now, baby. When you're on this journey of life, no one tells you of all the strife. Until someone turns on the light. But you don't have to keep running this race. Pace yourself and do it like me. Step back and take a look. There's more inside, just breathe. Clear your mind, clear your soul. Get back. Get back to the basics. Get back. Get back to the basics now, baby. Get back. Get back to the basics. Get back. Clear your mind, clear your soul, get back in control. Get back to the basics and breathe. Clear your mind, clear your soul, get back in control. Get back to the basics and breathe. Clear your mind, clear your soul, get back in control. Get back to the basics and breathe. Say More Radio on SWR 99.9 FM.
Well, what did you do? Did you breathe? Thank you, Simon, for that track. But to remind us that we should breathe, get back into our own time and breathe. Thanks very much for that. We have time for 2 more songs. And the next one is a reminder that our fathers, our parents, we should really sometimes listen to them. Most of the time. Now, the next track, like I said, is from Gathan Graham. Is from Oklahoma City, and the name of the track is It Ain't Easy. Boy, Gathan, a few years back, actually traveled from Oklahoma to Southeast Asia and stopped over and came and visited me in Sydney a few years back. So we did a day trip for him, showing him the sights around Sydney, and hopefully I'll see him again. Now, words and music by Gathan Graham. Now, Gathan dedicates his song to his wonderful dad. He told Graham it ain't easy during the time in Graham's life when he lived in a dark house, having to take cold showers until the water was cut off, struggling with life problems. Now, Gathan was inspired to write this song and to follow his dream regardless of his difficulties. Now, his dream was to play music to everyone, and he's been playing the piano since he was 6 or 8. And he's actually played the White House a few times, and a few presidents. Look him up, Gathan Graham. Let's have a listen to Gathan with his track called It Ain't Easy. And you'll see his dad here in the video. Here we go.
Vacation after my high school graduation, trying to figure out what life was all about. Laughter turned into sorrow, thinking only about tomorrow, that the road ahead was like my daddy said. It ain't easy, boy. It ain't easy, boy. Were the words my daddy said to
Oh, I hope you sang along to that because I did. Yes, that's the truth. Life, it ain't easy, boy. And you and I will know about that, especially you, Jael. It ain't easy. That's a very long life trip that you've gone through there. I hope you like that song. Well, I can relate to it. I hope you do too. We've got barely enough time to do one more track, and it's going to be by Chuck Abello, and he is from Reno, Nevada, and the music by Butch, Monserrat, and Butch is based in Newnham in Tasmania. The lyrics by Butch, Monserrat, and Chuck Abello, written in loving memory for loved ones who have come and gone. Now, thank you once again for your support. We will see you next week, same time. Just remember that this program will be, well, the audio anyway, will be broadcasted on Wednesday midnight from 99.9 FM Sydney's West. And you can listen to it as if we were live again. Thank you very much for your support. Woo-woo! Let's have a listen to Chuck Abello with his song called In Your Footsteps. Huwag nating kalimutan. In memory of loved ones who have come and gone.
Lessons learned from days I can remember when you were at my side. Precious times once shared, I thought you'd be here forever. Only now you're not. I've been told that life goes on, and we have to carry on. You were there in my moments of weakness. You would show me the way. Gave me strength to follow in your footsteps, guiding me all the way. But now you're gone. I hear your voice when dark days surround me. Can't find a path to take. I know you're here. I can feel your arms around me. Hold me up when I fall. Now I know that life goes on. We just have to carry on. You were there in my moments of weakness. You would show me the way. Gave me strength to follow in your footsteps, guiding me all the way. When times get rough, I remember what you taught me. I can weather any
Good night, everyone. Hooroo! Thank you for joining us.